Hey guys, just want to make a quick video showing you the LED light installation I did for the FMS Yak. I used this right here, the GT Power light system. Comes with a controller and 8 LEDs. Some of them ran on one plug for 2 of them, so I cut some of them off just because I only used 4. They also come with these little LED holders, which I didn't think I would like, but they actually ended up looking really good. I'll plug the lights in now so you guys can see them. And what I did too is I sanded the LED lights, the bulbs, so they kind of glow because they're pretty directional the way they come. So we'll plug it in here. So you guys can see they're pretty bright. There's a red and green. Then there's also a white blinking on top. It's got like a real nice slow blinking. And then there's also a red one on the back. And I'll show you guys a little up close of what they look like. So what I did is I actually used a hollow aluminum tube to bore out those, and I ran the wires like someone else suggested on the forum. I forgot who exactly it was, straight through here, so they actually come out there for the left one, there for the right one. Up on top here, where you see that one blinking, there's that white dome there. I actually tried to go right through it, make a hole, and it came off, so I just actually cut off the top of the dome, cut out a little hole inside, and then I used this little spacer. This is like a nylon spacer that I got. And then what I actually did with the nylon spacer there is I just sanded it down so it was round and painted it white, so it's got like a nice sturdy white base. This is what I use for making the holes. I just bought at the hobby shop. They're just aluminum tubes, and I sharpened the edges on some sandpaper. And you can literally just kind of slowly turn it and puncture holes right through it. Then on the back one down there, I just basically drilled out the plastic. So I'll turn them off real quick and you guys can see what they look like. I think they turned out pretty well. Give me one sec. So they're pretty clean. I used those little spacers, or not spacers, but holders. So they look really good. I did sand down the outside of the LEDs so they're kind of like more opaque. They were kind of directional and clear, so they shined light straight out as opposed to the whole thing's kind of glowing. I also sanded down the little rim on them to allow them to stick out of the spacers a little bit more. That is the one there on the top. And then also the one on the back. I'll lift it up. I'm not sure if that's focused, but that's what that one looks like. They look really flush. Turned out well. And then I'm also in the process of making landing lights, which I will show you guys. Let me see if I can get this down a little bit. I'll flip the plane over. And this is a stand I made out of good old PVC. So here's what I've been working on for making the landing lights. I've been using nylon spacers kind of to form them to make a good size. Here's like a little prototype I made. Like this. There's an LED I bought from Radio Shack in there. They're really bright. You gotta put a capacitor or a resistor. Sorry, I'm sick. My mind's not working right. So I cut these out. I drilled them, cut it out, and then this goes through here like that. Not sure if you guys can see it. And then I'm gonna probably make these a little more smaller and compact. And then I'm gonna paint them. And then once they're on there, that presses right into there. And then there's a nut that goes in the back of this through there. And as it compresses in, it spreads out a little bit, puts more tension on there. And once they're in there all the way, I'm not sure 100%, but I don't even think I'll have to trim back any of this. I think they'll actually fold down right in there. And if I do, and I do have to trim it back a little bit, but I think they'll look pretty good. They're about scale, I think, for size-wise. I'm also going to make another one on the front here. And the way I'm going to attach that one is with basically a little collar like this. So I have these little collars, I mean, you guys have seen these before, and I have screws that actually fit into them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this off, slide this onto the shaft, and then I will, this is obviously big, but then just screw that right into there, and it will sit just like that, right on there. So I think it'll look really good. I won't have to do too much trimming, and they are pretty bright. So I just want to show that because I'm too lazy to type everything. Hope you guys enjoy it.